Think about this thing called life. You go through your ups and downs. When it's up for the moment, it feels good, and it's like you would love for these great moments, these good moments, to last forever. But of course, those good times, they're good, they're great, and it feels amazing. But the bad times, it just feels like it's just outdoing the good times. We are all, and including myself, at a point in this time right now, we're doing our best to just hang on. It's not easy. Just a few years ago, right? It, I can't, for myself, finances were pretty good, right? If you owned a business, people had a little something to spend. Fast forward now, things are just not easy. And I mentioned finances, right? That's just one of them. Relationship wise, people are just very funny. People are not themselves. Relationships is at an all-time, how can I say, it's very challenging to be in a relationship with someone, because you don't know if that individual who you're around, it could be a family member, it could be a spouse, it could be your girlfriend, boyfriend, wherever you don't know if they love you for you. People love to play both sides. But one thing that I've noticed, and I've worked on myself well enough, so I'm not talking about myself, is that most people wonder and think, it's like, dang, life is hard. Is this what life is? Is this what life is about? And I'm here to let you know, life is not easy, but we all must hang on. But before I get into the video, let me introduce myself. This is Gene, your best friend, your new best friend. And I invite you guys to please like, share, and subscribe, all right? I hope each and every one of you are having a good week. I'm recording this on a Monday, so love to record my stuff in advance. But something that was in my mind on my way coming back from the gym, still got my gym clothes on, on a mission. I gotta make these videos, and I can rush home and go take a shower and get something to eat. It just feels like life is just getting worse and worse and worse and worse. It just feels like nothing is just changing. Now, as I stated, I'm not speaking for myself, but I have had this feeling in the past. More so a few months ago, things were just not easy. But on my experience, on my journey, I'm saying just hang on, because bad times don't last forever. I always say this: whatever you're going through right now really means, right? If you feel like you're going through something, there's a storm before the sun comes out. And I can relate to this message because this is one of the reasons why I'm making this video. But ask yourself this question: if you really feel like you want to give up, what is really out there for you if you decide to give up? You know what I mean. I'm not going to put it up here. Is it really that bad? Because what I taught myself and I learned is that whatever I go through and whatever I'm feeling for the moment, I learned to just embrace it for the moment and continue to work on what I need to work on for me to get to where I need to get to. You're struggling financially. It's not easy. As you can see right now, homeless is on an all-time high. People are not themselves. Mental illness. I mentioned these things early in the video where relationships, spouses, siblings. If I didn't mention siblings, I know I didn't, but I mentioned siblings. And you just feel like you're by yourself. I have to say is that whatever you're going through now is only going to make you stronger later on. There was a situation that I heard earlier today, and it really touched me. I don't know this person per se, but I do know the person who's told me about this person. It really hurt me because I felt that, because it's like, yo, you don't know what people are really going through. And what I mean is that whatever you're going through and whatever you feel, there's always someone worse in the worse position that, I won't say worse, in the much more worse position that you are in. Me, I'm a single man, no kids, not married yet. I would love to. But one thing that I learned about life and wanting to be with someone is that it takes time. You gotta learn yourself. Like me, I gotta learn myself and get to know who I am as an individual. Work on my flaws, right? Healing from before I can get with anyone else. Just me. This is what I thought, what I believe, and what I see. I'm in a much more peaceful place in my life. I enjoy my own company. One thing that I do know about life, and I always talk about this, is people. We all have had and also have people in our lives that would just drain and suck the blood, or should I say energy, out of you. And it's like, I'm seeing this. Before I came and recorded this video, I'm seeing two people. Not that it was any of my business, but maybe it was a reason why I seen the situation happen in front of me for me to make this video. Obviously, two people were co-parenting. They had a baby. Obviously, one of the two people were making it look like that, hey, they were worried and about giving their baby to the opposite sex. I'm not gonna say who, because I don't believe in, and let's say the guy was looking at me, and in a way he felt like he had a little desperate. He was crying for help, like, why did you just let things go? Like, and the female, from what I see, was making it look like, hey, you're taking my baby, and he's just letting her know, like, look, here, let me just take the baby and we could just go. She was just dragging it, and when I went across the street, because I didn't want to be in it, obviously it was right in front of me, they started arguing. She started arguing, I'm like, wow. And it's like, is this what life is about? Not saying that it is, but it's not easy. You got to deal with people. Vice versa, it could be male, female. You got to deal with people that you have no choice. You got to deal with them. There's no cooperation. And this is one of the reasons why I say it's good that I always make these videos, why it's best to be alone. Life is not easy. It's not easy, but you must not give up. You must not give up, because it was one point, one more time before I go. It was one point a few months ago where gigs was just coming in for me. Financially, I'm applying for gigs, I'm applying for this, I'm doing this, and then things are just not coming in the way I believe it's supposed to come in, because, I'm putting in the work. But I didn't give up. I started focusing on myself, going to the gym, as I always. But one of the things that I did and do is think and feel confident and feel positive. Did some adjustments on my life, worked on, okay, if this person is not good for me, leave them alone. Focus on myself. So, yes, life is not easy, but guess what? While it's not easy, do some adjustments within you, within your life around you, and continue to work on where you need to get to for you to get to where you need to be. All right. So again, like I said, life is not easy, but we all must hang on. All right. And the situation what I'm talking about with the example with the two people, at times we have no choice but to deal with certain people depending on the choices you make right now. So if you know that person is not good for you and that person is not for you, and you see the red flags, stay away. I'm a big believer in cutting things off when things are just not right for me. And you ought to do the same thing too. All right? Like I said, life is not easy, but you must hang on. All right? Do some adjustments. Get around the right people. And when I mean the right people, the people that mean well for you. All right. So again, please like, share, and subscribe. And again, this is Gene, your best friend, your new best friend. And also, in the comment below, in the description, down below, comment pin to the top. Keep up with the latest luxury styles and trends at gorgeous271.com. Again, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next video. All right. Peace.